Lovely.
Well played, Daryl. It seemed a strange game, quite close, but you seem to win all the big moments.
Nah, it was terrible. Honestly, I've been just thinking about yesterday. I thought I played so well, and then just get yourself right, practice everything, and even practice today was terrible. And I just thought, just go up there, and if you get any chances, just take them, and hopefully you can be there near the end and nip the game. And all honesty, if I took out that 100, I could have won 4-0. But I'm happy to come through. A day's rest now, and then focus on whoever wins between Gizzy and Mervyn. I don't really care. Just as long as I'm ready for the game, I can beat anybody.
Reaching the latter end of the William World Championship, it's not necessarily going to be brilliant every single game, though, was it? And that was good enough today. That's the most important.
No, but I mean, whenever I played Willie and Chris, I felt comfortable in my skin. And then today, I just felt like if you took away my face, you wouldn't have thought it was the same person throwing darts. And there was jerking, but I was just trying to focus on Vincent, and he's a big unit. And I think whenever I played Willie and Chris, I was able to just walk in behind them, look at the treble, and hit it. Whereas I kind of had to wait for him to come like a step back, and then I had to walk in because his shoulders was like nearly above the treble. So I was like, oh God, I'll put this down to a good excuse. But I had to wait for him kind of to get out of the way. And then, I honestly, if you were Dean Williams on the break, I was giving myself awful abuse about just wait, stop rushing and stop getting him the hockey behind him. And if I was standing back listening to myself, I probably could have won that game a lot easier. But just the motion of the game and how the rhythm went.
Yesterday we saw a 9-darter, the first one here for 5 years, and James Wade barely even acknowledged it. Would we have got a celebration out of you today if he'd pinned that double 12?
No, not really. I think it was only a break of throw, and if I held and then won the set, probably would have given it loads and then would have been talking about it now. I wouldn't have cared about the result. I would have said, did you see that 9? That whole game I threw 9 good darts. Listen, I've went for 9 darters so many times in the PDC. That's possibly the 12th time, and every time I've went for the double, I've kind of like done one of them things. And I threw it nice and smooth because I've had a couple of practicing, and I was surprised it didn't go in, but I might have done a Demon Stanley and took off. But I'm just happy to win that leg. I mean, I think I won that leg and then lost the next leg. So, Daryl Gurney, yeah.
You're through to the quarterfinals for just the second time in your career at the William World Championship. The game is there. You've shown this tournament to go even further, potentially the final, potentially win it. You generally relieve that with how you're playing this week or this month.
Not after that game, but I feel like just with a day off, I'll be back to normal again. I was furious whenever I won yesterday, and I've come in here and bouncing. I'm going to say I'm going to do lovely interviews, and they go, "You're first on tomorrow." And I went, "What?" And I wasn't very happy. He's shaking his head, even though he's wearing a mask. But listen, if I got a day off now, I'll be ready for whoever wins out of that game between Gizzy and Merv, and I think it's going to be a brilliant game. Merv plays what he did against De Souza. I think he could possibly win, but listen, Gizzy for me has probably been the best player on paper throughout the year. So, I mean, it's going to be an incredible game. It's going to be better than that one. But I'm just happy to be still involved.
Well played today, good stuff.
Cheers, Dan.
Daryl, congratulations on a hard-fought win. Touching on what you said there about the scheduling, did you feel flat and lacking energy today?
Yeah, honestly, I feel like against Willie and Chris, as soon as I put the foot to the hockey, I knew I was going to have troubles, and lots of them. And today, I just it was like a guessing game. It was like, I don't know if this was going to be a 60, a 180, or 26. I just didn't feel that the rhythm was there, practicing wise. But then whenever I was playing Vincent, he's such a big unit. I'm thinking, I need to hold back instead of coming in behind him. I couldn't get my eye in the 20s, and I had to wait for him to pick his darts out, make a step back, and then kind of come out of the way. So I was holding myself back all the way. But honestly, just glad to get the result in the end up.
That final set, when you missed 6 for the match, we saw you berating yourself. What was going through your head? Like, oh no, not again.
Honestly, I just thought to myself, I probably would have been giving myself dog's abuse, but I just thought to myself, just start off with a ton, 140, put him under the cosh, because at the end of the day, I'm thinking to myself, I'm thrown for the match, but he's thrown to save the match. So who's under more pressure? I just thought to myself, just go like a steady ton, 2 trebles, 1 throw. Give yourself a shot at 161 or a 164 or something along them lines after 9 darts, and then we'll take it from there, set it up, and then have a go. And I can't even remember how it worked out now, but I was thankful to get a shot at the double first.
You've openly admitted your year's not been the best, but 2 weeks here can just make the rest of the year just disappear, can't it, for any dart player, not just yourself?
Yeah, I mean, 100%. I mean, even a player who doesn't play PDC, somebody that's won for their national, I mean, South Africa, whoever, they don't play PDC, they come here, and if they won 2 or 3 games, I mean, that could give them the potential then to come and do Q School and do what most of us have done. I mean, whenever I came here in 2012, 2013, I thought to myself, oh no, PDC is too good for me. And then I was kind of made to go that way, just the way the BDO dished me off. But yeah, I mean, it was the best decision ever. So I mean, there's a lot of people sitting at home now thinking I'm as good as me, I'm as good as whoever. And honestly, it's so hard to play against the PDC, but it's so easy to get into the PDC. So any dart player out there that thinks that they're good enough, they should come along and do Q School, because listen, you're going to play the best players in the world, and this is where the best players in the world are.
Daryl, thank you.
Cheers, Phil.
Daryl, just touching on what you said there about players coming over, what do you remember from your Q School year?
I remember being skinny, and I remember I remember playing a really horrible game whenever you go on the stage and you're playing best of 7, I think it was. And I won both games 2 years. I think it was Robert Manianovich and then Mackenzie. What's his first name? Scott Mackenzie. And I won both games 4-3. And then I think Ronnie Baxter beat me in 1. And then I beat Andy Smith. And then Chizzy beat me. But I mean, then it didn't matter nothing to me. But I was just seeing the players that was on that session. But I didn't realise how big and how good the PDC was, the European tours, the majors, all the other majors, and the pro tours. And listen, whenever it came to push to shove, I was made to go and do the PDC, and it was the best decision I ever made.
Even back then, do you think you were capable of being a PDC major champion? Now, obviously a 2-time quarterfinalist.
No, definitely not. I mean, Matt will tell you, standing over there, I think the first 3-4 years. What changed for me was I think Matt was paying my entry fee, my hotel, my flights, and he was probably down 600 quid a weekend before I threw the dart. And I was put myself under so much pressure, just thinking, I mean, Matt's got this faith in me, I'm going up, I'm trying my best, I'm not winning. And what changed for me was I just turned around and says, no, I don't care anymore about helping Matt out, whatever. And then it was just like a switch. And then all of a sudden I started winning games, progressing, doing well on the pro tours, and then obviously becoming a seed in the Europeans. And then the ranking was so high then I was in all majors. But it's all progression. Anybody can do it. And if there's somebody out there willing to dedicate their lives to it, listen, the PDC is the place to be.